What's up, girl? Alli the Knife Shiver back in the house. Do you like that I always remember that shit?
I didn't even hear the first half of what you just said, but I'm going to assume that you said something to do with my name, Shiver, not Shiver, or something like that.
No, the knife. I just love that.
Oh, the knife? Oh,
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I love that.
Oh.
That's my favorite thing ever. That anybody's ever told me about their name and what their name means. That's like my favorite thing.
That's fine.
What's
All
up,
right,
y'all?
so
Everybody's break. What?
Go ahead. No, we've already started. We've already started talking. You go first.
I was just gonna say, everybody's brain is mush. We've all been working all freaking day. Nobody knows what's happening, so this could get wild.
All right, question before we start.
Oh boy.
Does this beanie make me look like a douche waffle or not?
No.
Excellent.
I kind of
That's
like.
all I need to know. I try to hide my
always
forehead.
kind of wonder what you're gonna wear, what beanie you're gonna wear, because last time it was the ears or the
Yeah.
little pom poms.
Yeah. Well, and I wore Vindicate's orange one like all at Beach Brawl a couple weekends ago in Florida, and everybody was like, "It's so hot," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I fucking love this beanie. Like, it's like my favorite beanie on the planet." And so, and I like to cover my forehead. I have a giant forehead, and when I know like I'm gonna be like around, I like to cover my forehead. So that's just. It.
I used to have bangs. Like I used to do like the bangs, the straight across bangs or the swish bangs. Because I always was like my forehead. But I don't know. Being on a podcast, this is like my favorite do. Like either parted, it's like back in a pony.
I don't think that you have a big forehead. I feel like mine has
finger forehead. Yeah,
girl,
Omar.
Look at that.
5 finger. Yep.
Girl, and I'm receding.
You're in the land of big foreheads right now.
I'm receding that shit. Like my hair is falling out. That's why I'm trying to like restart my gut and my fucking body because I am losing.
Well, you do know if you wear your hair pulled back tight all the time, it does also affect that too.
I don't though. It's like this isn't like super tight. It looks tight because the headphones, but like I don't. The only time shave it, I'm not shaving my hair. My head.
We haven't gone full Britney Spears yet.
No, I did used to have my side shaved though. Did I ever tell you that? I had like both. I had one first, and then I was like, "Fuck it." Then I'll do the other side. But my hair was super long like this too, so you could only tell like if I had it up in a ponytail or I'd pull it all to one side or the other side. But no, I'm not that brave to go all the way. But no, the only time I really wear it like tight is like when I'm working out for like a quick little workout. So
you apparently you didn't tell Grant how to pronounce your name correctly.
First of all, Grant, let me just bring this in a little bit closer. Fuck you, Grant. You haven't invited me onto your podcast since then, so you can suck my dick.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. Like drop.
You're with the High Rocks people now. So.
Oh damn. Damn.
Bye. Just kidding. I love you.
Oh crap.
It's fine. It's fine.
Crossfat, shave, what?
No, they're such a boys club, and I mean that in like the nicest way possible. But all the little meme dudes, it's such a boys club. Like they all just like do their little collabs, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry that I have a boobs and a vagina. So let me just
have more of an opinion than probably all of them put together.
I don't know. Grant's pretty opinionated.
Well, speaking of the meme guys, babe, I don't know if you've seen this. Alli, I'm sure that you've heard about this, but the meme guy, there's officially a mini meme for time on the way. Him and wifey are expecting.
What? That's amazing.
Do like good sync programs or bullet programs for these guys?
I'm just thinking general prepared fitness, just go regular program. Does that is that good? What do you? I was thinking, I just want to strap them to my chest, and I can do my pace. I can do like a CrossFit workout, right? Is that dangerous? Or?
So is it safe to have my baby like in and around the gym?
Oh my God! Only he would turn that into a freaking video.
Like, are we doing chicken?
Oh my God, I love it.
I'm going to his page right now. Takes a birth. Wow, that's so 6 hours ago.
Congrats,
I'm so behind.
Congrats on the sex meme guy.
I know. That's the most salacious thing he's ever posted. He has now officially like put out there he has had sex before.
Good for meme guy. I love it.
Yes.
That's
also-
so awesome.
Work on your squats so that you can get in the proper position so you can catch the baby when it comes out.
Right.
That is your job. You just have to
I
make
love
sure
that. I
that you
can't
can
believe I
catch the
missed
squats.
that.
Kippen. Our babies are due within a week of each other. Okay, so it is a boys' club.
Wait, so your wife's pregnant too? What do y'all do? Like, you're supposed to be working. Like, what do you get off of them? Lord. Everybody is
mini
getting
meme.
pregnant right now. Everybody. My
It's in
God.
the water. Be careful, Al.
That-
No, it ain't in my water. It ain't in my water. This is triple double O filtered right here.
Yep.
Double O filter.
Fucking around with that shit. Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
That's awesome for him.
congratulations. This one.
Now, way to make it about you, Grant.
Here, we were talking about boobs before, so
Always.
I want to bring this up because
Always boobs.
this
This was
Oh,
hilarious.
was the most realistic shit
This was
for a meme I've ever
hilarious.
seen in my life, and it's so true.
Ain't it fun?
The song though, the song
I
is
know.
just like, let's go.
Well, and then you gotta love the fact that when you get new bras and they fit perfectly,
yeah.
and then you wear them once, and then the next time you put them on, they don't fucking fit as good anymore. Like that's the most infuriating thing for me.
Well, see, I'm bougie. I buy expensive shit because, like, I like my stuff to be where it needs to be. So
Yeah.
I'll pay the price. But I felt really bad for that one because, like, I'm really thick in with Born Primitive.
Mhm.
And LSKD, I made like a really funny video for them forever ago with the sports bra. I think we've talked about it before. And they sent me like a bunch of free stuff. They're like, thank you, da da da. Because like LSKD, like their stuff is the shit. But y'all, them prices are killing me. I can't. I'm sorry.
They're more
Like,
than born.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's, and listen, they're worth it. Like I'm not on here talking smack. They're worth it. But it's
Well-
it's like $100 for a bra, and I can't.
Oh my
Like,
god! Yeah,
I can't
for a
do it.
bra.
Yeah, so I felt really bad because like I'm always like pimping out Born Primitive, and I actually met the
Yeah,
owner of
this-
Blackout Barbell. What?
This bra is amazing.
Yeah. And so like
Like-
I wanted to put one on my head, and I didn't even realize it until it was like posted, whatever, that it was an LSKD bra, and I was like, fuck, no free advertising. But it was like, I'm trying to get more watered down with my content on Instagram because
Why?
Yeah.
Instagram's really gotten to be a pain in my ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's a whole thing. So basically, like how it's got with content creation, if you're a content creator, blah blah. You know, I'll make a video because I have like dark humor and I love all the weird shit, and I'm gonna put something out there about somebody's vagina hairs or something, you know, and I
So
get all
funny.
these followers. Like when you're shaving and you put on your shorts to go work out and you missed like one pube, and it's like,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's like an important pube because it's like right
Right
in the,
You could
you
fucking
know.
yeah.
And so I get like let's say I get 100 followers from that video because they're like, yeah, pubes, that's so real. You know, and
I mean,
then,
it is real.
right. And then it's like all the followers I got a couple days ago from this cutesy little CrossFit video I did. They're like, oh, that's disgusting. She's talking about her pubes. And then they unfollow me. And then it's like I go to make a CrossFit, and it's like
It's
really
an emotional
it
roller
really
coaster.
is. So it's like you either have to commit to being the freak 24/7, you're just making freak content, or you have to commit to making like the baby bop. Isn't that the little
Yeah,
bar?
yeah.
The baby bop type stuff. And in the CrossFit space on Instagram, they love the baby bop shit. So now I've been having to like really dial it back. But on TikTok, the fuckers are freaks. Like I can be as weird as I want to be, and it's great. So like the rotisserie chicken video. Where
Oh
I'm just,
my
like,
God.
So
balls
good.
deep.
Yes.
It made me go buy a I was like, I looked at my wife
Listen,
and
that was
hey.
so good.
it was amazing.
Mhm.
There's nothing better. So like on Instagram, I put being in love is great, but have you ever and it did great, right? But on TikTok, I was
You're like
like
a raw dog in it.
I was like, sex is great, but have you ever da 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 da?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just gotten.
No,
you've
you've been
exhausted.
This is absolutely amazing. Is like my favorite thing too. Oh,
If you really want to laugh, go look at the video on TikTok. If you look at the video on like the comments are so crazy. Like
it's
just
I've done that. I'm not even gonna pretend like I have not. Just sat in the living room with an entire rotisserie chicken and just killed it.
Well, these are the reels that I send Allie because
wait, Wad's on Alli looks like a sexy Eminem. I knew this beanie made me look like a douchebag. Sorry.
No, it doesn't.
It does not.
What's up, Papa Birch? How are you? Good to see you.
Right. That's what I'm just like. I'm exhausted making fucking content. I just want to make weird shit, and it just.
Did you ever make one about the hey Jody, what's up? Did you ever make one about like handstand push-ups and what happens during handstand push-ups?
No, did we talk about that?
Oh, we're getting into this early. Yeah, like when women do handstand push-ups,
kipping handstand push-ups.
Yeah, kipping handstand push-ups.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that happen during that. So you're gonna have to. Are we talking like? Give me a general body part that
like
we're
the
aiming
queef.
For.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I've never queefed.
Doing that? No.
Like
Whew, okay.
Listen, I'm blessed. What can I say? I got everybody's forehead, but I haven't queefed in a handstand push-up. You know, go me.
Yeah, there's a I'm just gonna say it, a period of time where Colleen would only allow me to judge her, like if there was open workouts or whatever. Like I was the only one that could judge her because she was like, "Nope, you can hear it." I was like, "You can't hear it unless you're trying to hear it."
No,
like,
well, maybe it's like a kid thing too. Like if you birthed a human out your vagina, maybe that like made you kind of like a little bit of a record, like a DJ.
I'm just like,
you know,
so the first time it happened, I was like, "What the fuck?"
I thought this was the thing of myths.
Yeah, people can't get close.
Yeah, pelvic floor issues. I'm sure that's what it is.
Well, it's like when women complain about peeing when they do the jump ropes or the running and stuff. I think it's got to do with that. But
well, and every woman has experienced this, and I think this was the one, Allie, that you told me like 100 people sent you this one. So.
Oh my God, so many.
Okay, you ready? Because you're not ready.
I'm probably not ready.
I've done similar videos like that.
At least she leaned into it. At least she really leaned into it.
The camel toe ones always slap. Like I'm not gonna lie. But
it's so
always
good.
slap.
It's so good.
This was gotten.
I sent you a bunch of them like that. So
oh yeah, there's so many people sent me that one, but I love how Evan's Sevon's podcast, whatever, popped in just to say the word boobs and then said peace out. Did y'all see that?
No, I missed what?
Yeah, scroll it
Sevon
up.
came in here?
No, I think it was Vindy. Oh no, yeah, boobs. That's there.
Not surprised.
We know the priority is.
We've talked a lot about. Well, I mean, we've talked a lot about a lot of weird shit. Like, and Jody Lynn, what's this topic? Yeah, I had to ask though, dude, because it's a thing for women, and the fact that you can't put it on Instagram right now, and you can only put it on TikTok. It's kind of crazy because it's stuff that we all go through, even the shaving.
Well, it's how you phrase it. It's how you like. It's the Instagram cross.
Sorry, Travis. I love you, Travis. You're my favorite. Sorry.
Wait, blame him? How? What did you?
No, I thought it was Vindicate that said boobs. And it wasn't. It was. I'm sorry. I love you, Travis. You're the best. My bad. Good. Sorry. Go.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
The phrasing.
The phrasing of.
Oh yeah, it's just a whole thing right now. Views are down across the board for everybody right now because there's just so much crap going on with these apps trying to update and keep up with TikTok and do this and that, and it's just like I've given up. given up. I'm just trying to have fun and let it not, like, I turned off my monetization. I dropped a bunch of brand deals. Like it put me in such a funky mental health place because it got to be so hard just trying to do all of this. And I just can't anymore. I'm over it. So I just do it. I'm just back to doing it for fun. I kept a couple brand deals with people who I'm really passionate about, but yeah, I had to.
Yeah, to stop for a little bit.
Yeah. Just
Hey, what do you think of the? I saw. I mean, people have like reported it or whatever, but Ariel Lowen did a clip I guess used the same template that this other guy Cooper, I forget his name. I don't know. He's big on Instagram. He's a big like weightlifter or whatever. And I guess she used kind of the same template that he did.
Yeah.
And people were like pissed. And so like what is the etiquette on that? Like I really do want to know.
So the etiquette is
Are you supposed to tag the person? Because I feel like that's what everybody was saying was like she needed to tag the person. Is that what it is?
So I actually had an experience with this. A girl that I did a collab video with when I was at Beach Brawl. How we met was I had scripted an entirely original video where it was like first date with a CrossFitter, and I played both parts. Like everything was mine. And then she, I guess, I didn't know who she was. We weren't friends. The guy she was with at the time had like 1 million followers. But I kept getting tagged in the video. I guess they recreated it, and like not just recreated it. It was like word for word, exact same script, same hand gestures, same props. I mean, it was my video and they didn't credit me. So like people who follow me were attacking her. She didn't know. She didn't know. It's the internet. And like, so we messaged back and forth and I was like, the deal is an original video. Like you scripted it. It's your voice. It's your everything. And somebody recreates it. It is etiquette to tag them. Is it copyright infringement if they don't? No, you can't. That's not how it works. If it is a trend, meaning it is a sound that everybody is using to apply to a specific niche in their life, no, you don't have to tag somebody.
Right.
It really just depends. For me, if I'm using the same sound and I try not to use like the same context or hook, but if I feel like I'm a little too close, I tag just to be safe.
Right.
Because like at the end of the day, their video is what inspired me to make mine. So why is there shame in tagging
Someone being
else?
like, yo, that's cool.
Right. But I think like most of the time it's just not knowing. You see the same sounds over and over and people, it's like a trend, and she probably just thought it was a trend and didn't think anything of it. But I don't know what the video was. So I don't know if it was like.
No, it was her. It was the same thing. It was her doing a slow-mo snatch and he did the same thing. And then they have their little, like, it was like a voiceover talking, like they're actually, their heads moving and they're talking, but they're in a still frame.
Okay. So it's like her own voice that she's using.
Yeah, but it's the same words basically that he used too.
And
the same script. Yeah.
In that case, like, and I'm an Ariel girl. Everybody knows.
No, us too.
I love her. But in that
too.
case, she should have tagged him. 100%.
I'm just curious on what, because I'm sure she didn't know, but I'm just curious on what the etiquette is, because I hear a lot of content creators right now talking about how, like somebody will do a podcast and then you'll do a reaction video to that podcast, and then somebody does a reaction video to that reaction to that pod, and like
there's no original thoughts left in the world. There are none.
Fair.
And in the gym space, like
it's even smaller.
So I once had a girl, I kid you not, she was trolling a video of mine because I used a clip from Friends when he was trying to get the leather pants on. I don't know if y'all ever seen Friends. Right.
Yeah.
And it was like when it's like hot and sweaty in the gym and you're trying to put your leggings back on after you pee. Yeah. Type of concept.
Yeah.
And she was like, you stole this from me. I posted this on Twitter 3 years ago. And first of all, bitch, I don't have a Twitter. Okay. I'm not 19.
So I didn't find you on Twitter.
And I'm also not a billionaire. So why the fuck would I be on Twitter? Okay. No one gives a shit why I'm on Twitter. And second of all, who are you? And third of all, like I'm sure that so many people have used that clip because he's having a hard time putting pants on because he's hot and sweaty. Somebody else has used that clip. So it's like when you're using any kind of movies or TV shows or anything like that, you don't own anything. People can do what they want. But to take someone's original script and film it in their exact way, yes, that is you got to tag them. There's no way around that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to know because I talk about other people's podcasts all the time, but normally I just say what the podcast is or where I found it or where I heard it or whatever and try to do it like that.
But YouTube and Instagram are different, right? Like YouTube, people take clips of shows and other podcasts and talk about them on YouTube like nothing. Mm-hmm. It's not the same as Instagram, right?
Instagram to Instagram. Like I react to Instagram stuff just now like we did with your videos on the show all the time.
But we don't get copyrights for those. We get copyrights for music. Usually copyright is always usually music.
So technically, if you are like on Instagram, you can remix. Like if somebody has their remixes turned on, you can remix their video. That's not stealing. So you could do a reaction video where it's like their thing plays and then your reaction to the video. That's not stealing. If at any point someone downloads somebody else's content in any way, removes the watermark, does anything, or screenshots, that is copyright infringement, 100%.
Gotcha.
Now, most of the time, no one's going to get busted for it because people don't care. But like you can't monetize on it. So one of the reasons why I think some meme pages have gotten busted and shut down is because they'll have their monetization turned on, but they're using movies from clips, or like Life of CrossFit was using clips from all these like gym fails and stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And you don't own those. You can't make money off something you don't own.
Gotcha.
So, and Instagram is cracking down harder on that shit.
That's crazy, dude.
Stop.
Well, I guess it's not crazy. I would assume that people, like, from what I'm hearing, most people don't want other people using their content, which I think is kind of like, I get it, but also if like some big platform picks up your content and uses it on their show, wouldn't you want that?
It's a lot of people don't know. They don't know the fine print. So like Barstool, what's that big
Barstool.
Yeah. They'll reach out to somebody whose video, like their entire page, they're making money off of other people's content. They're not producing anything. I don't even know how they got into that game that early, but they did, and they're making bank. And they don't pay these people. They're just like, hey, this video is awesome. Would you let us use it on your page? And most of the time it's people who don't really have any followers, and they're just like, oh my God, that's crazy. You want to share my video?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they're making money off of it. And so now it's starting to lash back, because once you give them the rights to your video, they now own it and can use it whenever they want. So you have to really pay attention to stuff like that. But people aren't, who's going to know that when you've got like 800 followers? You're not going to know.
Yeah. And you just see a bigger platform that's like, hey, I want to share your video. And all you think is, oh, well, this is going to get me exposure.
Right. I'm talking to my dogs because she's chewing on her bone and I can hear it in the
Alli,
mic.
be nicer. I was going to ask what. Okay.
It's all three of them are like right here and they're all chewing on bones.
Mine's right there.
Yeah.
Literally on right there.
What else? Would you have this week? We had I got called that person this week. Yeah. It's a lady I know too. She's a very nice lady, comes in the store or whatever. And she's asked me before, like, whether or not like I'm trans or whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm just a big lesbian, like whatever. I'm a girl. And she came in the store the other day and she was like, hi, it's really nice to see you. What's going on? Thank you, ma'am, sir, person. And was completely like,
I feel like people are so scared now to pronoun someone.
I mean, just, I don't care which one you pick, just person. That was weird. I was like, I felt bad for her. Like, I just felt bad that she was so uncomfortable that she didn't know. She couldn't just pick one and go with it. But what does that say about me that you can't just pick one? I was thinking
I
about
mean,
that
if
too.
you already told her you're a girl and she was still
Yeah.
confused,
Yeah,
that
but
just
you
means
get
she's
fruit first.
stupid.
I
Like,
don't
I don't,
okay. I was
there's
like,
not really any way to
am I
fix that.
androgynous? Like, what is
Can't
happening? What
fix
am I right now?
stupid.
I,
Well, it's
No.
so I went to Maryland a couple weeks ago. My grandfather had passed, and so the whole family. All right, I got to take these bones away. From
But yeah,
them.
that's fine. That's all good.
Out, out.
Yeah, Jody. Yeah. I know. I think just people will just see me and it's just automatic for the sir thing, and then they're like, oh shoot, and then they're like, oh, I don't know, I forgot person, and I was like, ooh, okay, person, fun. That was fun. Like, I just felt bad for her, honestly. Didn't even feel bad for me.
That's really weird. Doing this right? Yeah. Old
Oh,
school.
can you hear us?
My little earbuds.
Oh, what's up, Chappie? Oh, is that a English UK thing? Chappie?
Happy?
Chap?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I look like my beanie when I do that. That's kind of funny. Makes it better. Yeah, I don't know. So I went to Maryland. It's like the whole family got together for the first time in 13 years. Like it's like one of those, you love each other, but you live too far away. So my favorite cousin growing up was Kyle, who is now Kylie. And I have not seen her since all this went down. Like, she lives off the grid, like, literally has like a shack in the woods. Like, she doesn't, yeah.
I will.
So it was really like hard for the whole family because you're just used to saying Kyle. You're used to saying he.
Yeah.
But she was like super chill, super patient. Like, she wasn't mad. And I feel like that's most people, if you are transgender, for the most part, they're, crazies in every category.
Mm-hmm.
If they're mislabeled, they don't. But yeah, if you straight up told her you were a woman and she said that, then she's just stupid. So you should probably just like not let her in your store.
No, she's a very nice lady. I mean, I think she's trying way too hard, but like it's.
How old is she? If you had to guess.
I'd probably put her in her early 50s.
Yeah, so she's just terrified.
Yeah.
Of the world we're living in, poor thing.
Yeah, I know.
Like, thank you goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather just focus on the thank you part if it, you know what I mean? If it's, don't think it's intentional. And I feel like you can feel the difference between what's intentional and what's not
and
intentional.
most people aren't intentional.
No.
At all.
And also, like, in the deli situation, people are trying to literally get in, get their food, pay for it as quick as they can and get out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and when you have been taught certain etiquette for so long, being respectful, yes, ma'am, no, sir, all these things. And now all of a sudden we're in such a heightened state where if, God forbid, you misgender somebody because nobody knows, you're going to upset someone's whole day. You're worried about whether or not you're going to get yelled at.
Or someone's going to pull a phone out on you and be like,
right. So it's just, you know what I mean? So I can get the fear of that. But you can also tell the intention of people. And I don't think, from what you're saying, babe, I don't think she was.
No, she wasn't at all.
Yeah, no.
For me, I was just like, oh, person? Like, I'm not.
Person!
It's never been you. I've never gotten that.
It's usually
that
like
was
they, them, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like a person. That's cute. Jody, this hat describes my soul.
What?
Jody asked what my hat was about.
Oh, sorry.
This describes my soul. And everything.
Oh, what is that hat all about? Gotcha.
I don't know. I saw it on Amazon. It looked cool. And I was like, in my skater girl moment. So I decided to buy it. And
I like that. We were just talking about that the other day. We were reminiscing about like
what we used to wear.
Like, I was talking about parachute pants and sneaker and stuff like that. We were having
I used to wear the Jinko jeans that were so baggy and they would like drag on the ground.
I forget who said, was it Standy? Somebody said Janko jeans, and that wasn't a me thing. That must have been a straight girl thing.
I mean, I don't know. I was in a bubble, so
was that like in a store? Like what, or was it just a brand, or was it
a brand?
Actual...
Yeah, it's JNCO Janko, and they were like real
baggy. Where were they in
for
like
the kids?
Were they in like a Spencer's or a Hot Topic? Or something, you don't know.
I shop where the poor people shop. I don't know where one of them poor people stores. Yeah, it was like Roses or Bale's Outlet or something.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, my family, we were not well off, but also like I was such a tomboy, like I just didn't care about clothes
Oh, there
at
she is.
all.
Hot Topic.
Right here.
Is it Hot Topic?
Jenko.
Yes.
Oh
Ooh,
shit,
are they
I do
for
know
sale
those.
now?
Okay, you right, Standy. You right. Hot Topic. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Jenko jeans.
Do they
Okay.
have them currently for sale? Because that might be a thing.
Probably.
I don't care. Yeah, so like I would just like go about my life, and one day I was in the bathroom and these girls were laughing at me, the popular girls, whatever, and I was like, what now?
Ooh, wallet and a
And-
chain. Yep.
What?
Wallet on it.
Oh,
Wallet
see,
on
I
a
didn't have
chain.
that because like I had no money. Why?
I definitely.
So.
I had.
I would carry my library card around. No.
I was gonna say I might not have had any money, but I had the wallet. Like I probably used the
No.
money to get the wallet to look cool with the chain shit.
No.
Sorry, go ahead. You don't know where you were either?
No, y'all. The ADHD is flaring right now. What were we talking about? Oh, these girls laughing at me. Anyways,
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go.
So they looked at me and they were like, "Girl, you're wearing high waters." And I'm like, "High waters?
Yep.
High waters?" And they were like, "Your jeans are so high. Like if water came through, they wouldn't even." And I was like, oh, "Okay." This was like before capris were a thing, or like ankle cut. And so I went home and told my stepfather, who was the beacon of sensitivity. I was like, "These girls said I have high water," and he started laughing. He was like, "Yeah, you got high waters on." And he like took me to the store and bought me some new pants, and I didn't care. I put my pants on, went to school.
How tall are you?
I'm only 5'4",
Oh man.
but
Yeah,
I
you deserve new pants. Like I grew so fast, like and so much that for my poor grandparents to go buy me pants every 5 freaking minutes, they were like, "No, you're gonna have to suck these high waters up."
I was talking about that today with one of my clients at the gym, and he was talking about how he's buying his grandkids like this brand, and I was like, "Well, how expensive are these clothes?" Like they're pretty expensive. He's like, "You know, you buy your kid this," and I was like, "I do not." I said, "My kid grows every other day, so no, I'm not going and spending $50 for a sweatshirt. Absolutely not, because the next day it's not even going to fit him." So we are not spending a bunch of fucking money on some clothes until he's done growing, and that'll be probably in like 5 years, and then he'll be done.
Well, I just got used to just like bargain shopping, but finding stuff that was like decent enough. But then once you're homeschooled, you don't really care. And then as an adult, like I would like thrift a lot before it became cool. That's what happened, was when it became cool with this new generation. They all like to Goodwill now, and everything's ruined.
Consignment shops.
Right. So
yeah.
Well, you still do that, right? Don't you go out and find random goodies?
I go antiquing now.
Antiquing now.
That bitch now. I like
Antiquing.
That's the adult
haunted collectibles.
Adult version of.
Yeah.
If you go antiquing, you can't talk about the one pubic hair you missed. Like,
I know, but I'm a complex individual. Yes, I can. No, I like. I don't know. When I bought this house, it's like 3,600 square feet, and I had like 1,600 square feet worth of furniture. I just like the idea of something that has a history and a story to it versus, plus the way the furniture is made now is complete bullshit. And it's so expensive, but it's crap furniture. So I like to like go to estate sales and stuff to buy stuff when it was made well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I also like to go through people's stuff, and estate sales are a way to do that legally.
You liked that show that was on where it was like, "Hey, I found this antique in my attic. Tell me if it's worth any money." What the hell was the name of that show?
Antique Roadshow.
Yeah. I'm assuming you were a giant fan of that, and that was your
Listen, it's fascinating stuff. But I like so like when you go to an estate sale, you are legally allowed to walk into someone's home and look through all their shit, and no one can stop you. And so like this one that I went to, this guy was a hoarder. He was never married, never had kids. Like dude was on some sort of level, mental spicy wise, because he had so much money and he was so smart. Plus he was artistic, and he had like 6 iPads still in the box, and he had like 2 drones, and he had a 3D printer, and he just bought this stuff because he could, and then never opened it. But then he had like wall to wall to wall to wall books of all shapes and sizes, from Bibles in different languages to old school Playboys. I was in there for
Oh my
4
God.
hours. 4 hours, because I was like, who were you? Oh my God. He had online porn all over his laptop, old school Playboys, and VHS, like large collections. That dude was like
VHS porn.
yes, he had it because he was older. So like he was just like, I don't know. But
How'd
then
you
he
know
had,
it was on his laptop? Was he just like, here's my laptop?
I had a long conversation with the lady that was, so the lady that owned the house, the guy died, had no family, no nothing. She was his neighbor. So she bought the house fully furnished. Whoever, I guess, sold the house, I don't know, sold it fully furnished. So they bought it. And she was like, yeah, we were going through his laptop, and it's just like got all this stuff. But then there's all these Bibles over here. And then I'm just telling you.
Isn't that the way though? You got porn on one side of the house and Bibles on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
And you just, you know.
He had everything. He had everything. It was so crazy.
That poor lady that found it, did she look like she was Mormon?
She was definitely like good old Baptist Christian.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Southern
saying.
lady. And she,
Oh,
you know,
no.
yeah. So I was surprised they had the Playboys out for sale. I was like, y'all didn't want to burn it or nothing. But the worst is when you go to an estate sale and they know what they have. So she had all these like first edition, like classic, not like Jane Austen novels, like truly valuable. Cool. And I'm just like,
yeah. I can see you as a person that just goes to these things just to find out about the people that like you're not even shopping. Because what do you did you even buy anything from that estate
every
sale?
once in a while? I just want to know what kind of little freaks they were. Let me look through your drawers, because you can't stop me.
Are they mostly always like, oh, like it's someone who died, a rich person, an older rich person that passed away? Or
anyone can do an estate sale, honestly. But of course, like it's a controlled, you know, so if there's something really creepy, it's like put up. But you know, you see some really weird stuff that people are trying to sell for a weird amount of money. So
my God,
like clown collections.
My grandmother used to do that all the time. Now I understand why, because she never came home with anything either. I feel like she just wanted to go through everybody's stuff and figure out.
It's like when Facebook first came out. Like you could like be nosy about what's going on with people and nobody really know. It's like the old school before social media. That's how you, But anyway.
Yeah, I've definitely scrolled through some people. Like when I met Colleen, that was like the first thing I did was I just scrolled all the way back. I mean, at the time there wasn't that much, like when I met her, Instagram had only been out for so long, but I definitely scrolled all the way back to see what was up. It's fun though.
You know what'll really get your nips popping is when you like sipping your coffee in the morning, bring up your like Venmo or Cash App and just start scrolling through who's been paying who for what.
Oh, you can see that on there? Colleen has Venmo. I don't have Venmo.
If they have their profile public, like you have to know how to make it private. You can go through and like it'll say so and so paid so and so for this, and I'll just be like, all right, who's been doing what? Who's been doing? I just it's fun. It's it's good old innocent, clean fun.
All right, that was good, Jody Lynn. I'm a realtor. So much good stuff gets thrown out before closing. I got to imagine that.
I have 5 realtor clients, Jody Lynn, 5. And the stories they tell me about some of the stuff is insane.
That I wanted to go to, did you see it all? We started talking about it the other day, but I wanted to see what your thoughts were on the Carrie Pierce, Lauren Khalil episode she did. Lauren interviewed Carrie Pierce, and she's pregnant right now, first baby, super exciting, so cool. And Carrie talks about how long it took her to get pregnant, like just with all the birth control, the exercising. She was always a gymnast, all that stuff, like no body fat, that type of stuff. And she really, really went into detail about it and was like completely emotional about it. Just like, yeah, it was really good. It was a really good episode. I keep trying to say it because women and girls should go watch it. But
Yeah.
I just you don't think about that when you're young, right? Like you don't think about
Mhm.
all the things, the birth control that you take, or the amount of exercise that you do.
Yeah.
Like you got to figure the amount of exercise that guys do at a young age and the amount of body fat. Does that affect their swimmers the same way that like if we do it?
I
Like
mean, there's a lot of guys I know that have low testosterone, which is a big like affects certain things. But that no, I don't think so.
yeah, right.
Like my husband had low T, and the doctor he went to put him on steroids for it, or steroids. But you're supposed to take like a counter medication with it, like that keeps the I don't know science, I don't know, but it's supposed to keep the tadpoles from dying off. And the doctor
That's
did
if
not.
they're on. That's if they're on like a performance enhancing drug or steroids or any like that sort of thing, or just literally just being on
literally just being
testosterone.
on this steroid for low T. You're supposed
okay.
to, and they didn't give that to him. So when he went back, like it was like low. So he went to a different doctor, and they gave him the right stack of medications, and he was able to bounce back.
But how old is Carrie? I think she's your age, babe. Isn't she like she's like 35, 34, something like that? I think she's in mid to low 30s. I'm not sure. But just the fact, I think it kind of stemmed from the fact that she's been an athlete for a really long time. Like she's had low, and then she was a bodybuilder at one point, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
like
that'll really mess you up.
She did women's physique and a lot of stuff. And I don't think they tell you that. Or, I mean, now they tell you, but back then, I don't think that they told you like, hey, this could really affect you being able to.
Yeah, she's 35.
Yeah, I thought she was your age. Yeah.
Well, they don't teach you.
She's been doing this for a long time. You got to figure if she's been in gymnastics since she was like 5, 30 years worth of like crazy working out, supplements, probably.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
Yeah, your hormones will go all over the place. I mean, you just like you think that you wake up, you fall in love, you get married, you have the kids, and it's just supposed to be that easy, and then it's just
because that's what they do.
That's what they tell you, though. That's what they show you. They show you like, and they scare you. You know, not saying that it's not true. Some people literally the first time they have sex, they get pregnant. Like, not saying it's not true, but they scare you into saying like, make sure you're on birth control to make sure you don't get pregnant, all of these type of things. But then they don't actually teach you the side effects of all of those.
Yeah.
Where you're preventing yourself from getting pregnant because you're messing up your natural cycle.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's always weird to me when people are like, oh, I'm on birth control and I don't have any periods. And I'm like, but your body naturally needs to have a period. So I don't understand why that's a flex.
I think that was funny because Carrie said the same thing that Magdalene is saying. I was put on birth control at 14 for lack of periods and then struggled hard to conceive at 26 years old. Like, I didn't know. I thought birth control stopped your period. I didn't know if you didn't get your period, you could be on birth control and it would start your period for you.
Well, different birth controls have different types of like hormone levels and different types of hormones. So I think it's dependent on what your issue is. They prescribe that to you to help adjust your levels to where something.
Okay.
Because there are some girls that are put on birth control at a young age because like they have really bad periods and it helps like level it out. So
regulate. Yeah. I don't know. To me, it was just always every time they would tell you, like they would have the commercials and then tell you the side effects.
Yeah.
And it was like acne.
Yeah.
Like, enlarged
that's always
heart,
the part that killed me.
It was weird shit that was always
putting these young girls on birth control because they have acne. I'm like, welcome to being a teenager.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But I think what they do is I think very much what you're saying is that different birth controls are used for different things. So whatever the message is that they need to get the message across, where it's, to regulate your periods or to help you have a regular period, to prevent pregnancy. Like, I don't know if they all are the same.
Well, that's like, I look at women my mom's age, it's the same with like the way your skin looks. Like they baked in the sun. You
Yeah.
know, my mom's like 60.
With like
they
baby oil.
just baby oil with
Yep.
like the tin foil like thing,
Yes.
and they just like sun worshipped, and you know, and they smoke and all that, and it's like you don't realize until it's the generation has completed a certain like level how harmful this stuff is, and then they pass it on to the next generation. So it's like I feel like the newer generation is into skincare, into eating the right things and taking their vitamins and their cortisol levels. And it's because we did all the fucking footwork for them. And so now they just like have all this knowledge, and they're all going to be these like little pale, pasty, beautiful babies for their whole life, you know, but I think it's, yeah, like you said, it's lack of education. Because the pharmaceutical companies aren't going to say anything to you. They don't care.
No, they
Valid.
want you to keep taking them.
Yeah.
They want you to keep paying the money for them. So
Yeah.
Hey, Chris was in here, Another Realm podcast. He's amazing. Chris, I can't find his comment right now, but Chris Biesterfeld. And I heard something. He was talking to another OG chat member, Heidi, and they were having a really good conversation on a Sunday morning about having a woman having a child, like she's single or divorced or whatever, but she has a kid. Probably, I think they were specifically, I think she has a daughter or whatever, but trying to bring another like a boyfriend or a husband or a new like man into the house with a daughter that's not his, and like how safe that is. Like, does the woman have to think about that? Like as she's dating, like imagine having a daughter when you're like 20. Like my mom had me. She conceived me at 19, had me at 20, left my father 6 weeks after I was born. Now she's 20 years old and she has a little girl, and she's going to try to date now. Like of course she is. She's 20. She wants a boyfriend. She wants a husband. Right.
I mean, I think it's up to the parent, to the mom, to be responsible in her choices. You know, if you can't trust because you don't know. Like, it's not like pedophiles are walking around looking like pedophiles, you know?
Yeah, right.
My mom married my stepdad when I was 3. So I think you just have to, I wonder about the level of a man marrying you when you're kids are little versus like a man marrying you when your daughter's like 13. That's where I would be more terrified. But I get,
God,
I mean,
I get that.
I
totally get that. Cause I guess if they get married when the kids are little,
it's like more their child.
Yeah. I
versus
can see that.
Like 13, 14, 15. Cause like I forget this was forever ago. I was at somebody's house for something, and this couple had just gotten married, and she had like 12-year-old boy and like a 16-year-old girl. And the girl was like walking around in like her little lacy cami bra and these booty shorts. And it's like, where do you draw the line? You know, because it's her home. She should be able to wear what's comfortable for her. But if I was a mom and I was very newly married to somebody and my 16-year-old came down, like, is that weird or not?
Yeah.
I'd be like, go back upstairs and put some fucking clothes on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but do you tell her to do that? Or
because like if it was her birth father, like, I've seen girls walking around all kinds of stuff. But you know, if so that's where I think I would be a nightmare being a single mom. Because like I probably would be a nun because I don't trust anyone anyway. But that's where you can't make your daughter feel ashamed of her body and make her feel like she can't be comfortable in her own home. But it's a crazy, I don't know. There's no right answer in my opinion.
That's so like I was listening to Heidi and Chris, and then I was thinking about my mother, and I was trying to like put myself in her shoes at that time, because there's a long history with me and my mom, and like I'm still trying to like figure things out and kind of forgive for some of the stuff. And I was just thinking about that, and I'm like, if you have a baby at 20
Yeah.
First of all, at 20, I was dumb.
Mhm.
Like at 27, I was still dumb. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You haven't lived your life yet. You have a kid, but you still want to date. You don't want to
Yeah.
be alone for the rest of your life. You, whatever.
And you tend to settle more when you really want somebody to take care of you.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, hyped up when you have a child too.
But that's a good point. How, like, if the kid's younger, that like the father will probably have more of a sense of, hey, this is my kid. I've raised her entire life. I taught her how to like.
And that's how it was with my stepdad. Is like we were his blood children. Like
Right.
if you end up with someone who is attracted to children, then
right.
like I think any single parent, male or female, needs to be educated in the signs of how your child looks and acts when they're being abused. Like if you're going to date and marry somebody, you know what I mean? Like I feel like every parent needs to have that. But yeah, as a kid. But when did your mom remarry?
Yeah, she remarried when I was 9.
And how'd that go?
Not well. Not well.
Yeah.
But I also, by the time I was 9, I was probably like, I was my full height at 12. So I was like 5'11" at 12, and then I think I grew another inch when I was like 15 or 14 or something. But I was probably like 5'7", 5'6", 5'7" at 9. Wow. So like I developed early. I was a taller girl. I didn't look like I was 9. You know what I mean? So it was just their conversation that they were having on their podcast kind of like, I was like, oh, I wonder how like women actually do feel about this. Like that's got to be so difficult to navigate that if you have a baby early in your life or even in the middle, like in your mid-20s or something like that. You don't want to. What if you meet a guy you like? Like how do you navigate that? How do you judge that? How do you vet? Like what questions are you going to ask? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think the only way to be the safest is to be present. To be present and not.
The only way to vet it is to let him be around your kid, him be in your house, him sleep over, whatever, to figure it out. And if he fucks up, that's costly.
Yeah.
Like that's super.
Well, that's why I'm like, I think more being present, not leaving. But also, like, where's the line? I've seen some people when they're dating introduce their kids to the person they're dating after like 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's more what I was thinking.
And then it's like, are you kidding me? Like, you shouldn't even.
There's no conversation.
No. Your kids should never meet someone, in my opinion, until like months.
Yeah.
I would go so far as to say like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, no,
because there's a difference between dating somebody, going out and having a couple drinks just to go out to have a good time, and
because
then
if you, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Okay.
I'm saying if you feel like you after like 3 or 4 weeks, like this is my person, this is who I want to be with, I want to introduce them to my kids, something went wrong. Because like I don't believe if you are in a healthy state of mind to be dating as an adult, that you can know that that's your person in 3 weeks. Like you can know, like have an inkling and know, but you have to get past the lust stage to know. And at 3 weeks, you're not past the lust stage. You're not past the hormones and all the making me feel pretty and making me feel good and
the love bombing.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I was in there fast for you.
Well, you and I.
But that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you can.
Also, we're lesbians.
But you don't know if it's real love or if it's love bombing until you get past a certain.
Until we moved in together, and my wife did not enjoy me living in her house.
Oh my God! Stop it. That's not true.
It's so true.
But like I believe you can know that you want to marry, like be with someone after a very short while, but you won't know if that is the case until.
But I also think it's different when you have a kid. So we didn't have a kid. Yeah. So for us, it literally was like, we're ready. We believe it. Like, and have never looked back. Yeah. Obviously, we've grown for 13 years together, but I feel the difference would be with a kid. Yeah. I'm not jumping into that pool.
Yeah.
Without remembering that I have a child. So I even don't think that you invite someone to live in your house or to be in your house. Like if
Yeah.
something happened between her and I'm not introducing someone into my kid,
Yeah.
there's no reason to. You're not moving into my house. You're not in my space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my question would be more, is the person that's coming into the relationship like eager to move into your house?
Yeah.
Like, what does that look like? Because that would be more of a red flag to me.
Mhm.
Kind of like what you're saying. Oh, we just met. It's been 2 or 3 weeks. And now you're trying to come over to my house and stay at my house. Like that would be a little bit more of a red flag for me as a parent. But I'm also like you. Like, I don't trust anybody around my kid. The only person that we allow to watch our kid is my best friend.
Yeah.
Like nobody else has babysat him. We just,
Well, I don't have kids. So sometimes it's hard for me to know how I would react to certain situations. All I know is how I would react like as a person and introducing a person into my own life. And I'm picky as to who I let into my space and who I let affect me and take my energy and be in my home and have a say in how I feel. And like, if I'm that picky for me, like it's up to the parent, like to protect the kid.
Of course. Yeah.
And you got shitty parents out there that are more concerned about finding someone to love and take care of them and believe the best. And they don't see the signs that they're with someone that's not going to provide that.
You said you were 3 when your mom married your stepfather?
Yeah.
So she just went basically from your dad to your stepdad, and that was it?
So my dad was a Marine for 27 years and cheated on my mom. He wasn't a great husband. And so my mom was working for my stepdad, like he owned the business. And so to get back at him, I guess she started cheating on him with my stepdad. The story they tell. I feel like there's more to it, but that's the story they tell. And then I guess my dad and my mom got in a big fight one day, and like we were dirt poor. And my dad was like, "Where are you gonna go? Like, where are you gonna live? You think he loves you? You think he wants these our kids?" Da da da. He da da da. So, anyways, yeah, my dad had some growth to go through, but so my mom called my stepdad and basically told him what happened, and my stepdad pulled up. And he got all of us and our stuff, and we didn't have any socks or underwear. So he took us all to the store and got us all like socks and underwear and toiletries for me and my sister and my mom. And we've been with him ever since.
Wow.
Yeah. And he raised us. Like, we had visitation with my dad, and I love my dad, but Frank was the one who like taught me how to ride a bike and taught me how to like do all the things. So looking back, that was a really bad example of parenting on my mom's part because my mom was his 5th wife. So the red flags were flying.
We're all there.
Yeah.
Because they were married like 27 years before he passed away. So for her to be his 5th by that age, the red flags were, she just lucked out.
I mean,
I was saying, then they were together for 27 years. Like that.
Well, then they became Jehovah's Witnesses when I was 9, and Jehovah's Witnesses don't get divorced. So it was
so you was in it. You was nothing was happening.
It was the Lord. It was the Holy Spirit.
The Lord.
Them together.
Yep.
They had to work through their issues.
They had to work that shit out. Yep. Yep.
So, yeah. Good times.
Yeah, Jesus is not going to care about his, 4 wives before that at all.
No,
whatever.
They didn't count.
It's just the last one. That's fire. That's fire. I love it.
I always tell people because you got this. This is the first time you've been married, right? This is like yeah.
I've
so
been
I used to
engaged a lot.
Okay.
Well, we were lesbians when you couldn't get married. Like that was when we couldn't get married. So technically, I was just love bombing.
Yeah.
No, that's
I used to tell people all the time that first marriages are like pancakes. Like, always burn the first one, throw it out. So, but then one day when I was meeting with a lady, I was in sales, and she was talking about her new husband or something like that. And I said, "Oh, you've been married before?" "Yeah, me too." Like, first pancake, blah 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 blah. Her husband died in a fire. And I compared him to a burnt pancake. So that's when I learned to keep my mouth shut about other people's marriages.
That's
Look,
amazing.
because then I wasn't allowed. You can't laugh because that's gold, right?
That's gold.
That whole story. And I can't even laugh. I have to be like, all right, I got to make this sale. How do I bounce back from Bucky telling her burnt, crispy first husband a burnt pancake?
Isn't it ironic?
Can't make this shit up.
Okay, Alanis, nice job. There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Yeah, it was good times. She did not buy. She did not buy what I was saying.
I'm
by the way.
sure she did
I
not.
didn't blame her. I didn't even cold call her. I was
Nope.
like, we're just gonna take this lead and we're just
Nope.
gonna
I'm
do
just
it.
right. That's cool. We'll just put that one over there. I'm sure she said no.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, no, my mom dated a lot in between leaving my dad and
There he is.
What's up, dude? Thank you, bro.
Congrats.
Hey,
Yeah,
Big Papa.
Congrats.
I can't wait.
I
I'm so
know.
excited. I totally want to
Mini
see
meme?
mini meme.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Mini meme. That's
Awesome.
awesome.
That kid's gonna have some crazy hair.
Yes.
Are you gonna be like the godfather for Grant's baby and Grant's gonna be like the godfather for your baby? Is that how that's gonna
Oh,
work
God.
out since they're like
at the same
yeah,
time?
there you go. Grant's right there. Are they gonna be
And
are
see,
you gonna
that's not even fair because now, see, like I don't have kids. The content you're gonna be able to make with your babies. Now you're just gonna get even further. You're selfish, is what. God, I have no chance now. I gotta steal a baby.
steal a baby?
God,
I mean, what do you want to know? Ask the questions.
Yeah,
What do
you
want?
can
You can
You can
ask.
use ours. He's cute.
Yeah,
you
what
got
do you wanna
like
know?
he's adorable. Use his face. He's fine. We wanted to put him
That's funny.
what baby content? You're welcome.
No, meme
Oh.
said, Rolo said, Grant's too neurotic. I need someone stable.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh my god, that's fire. Yeah, all the babies. We're excited. I'm sorry that you don't have. I mean, use your dog. Can't you do gym dog
I mean,
content?
I guess I
does.
can,
And
but
they're
She's like, damn it, I don't have the Rolls Royce. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't just like. I
Dogs
mean,
are amazing.
They are amazing, but like,
Our new puppy is definitely broken. There's something loose in that brain of hers.
Yeah, she's a broken puppy.
She's a
She's
nutcase.
a nutcase.
She is a nutcase.
And Megan said, I have 3 you can borrow, but they're asshole teens.
oh, I don't deal with teens. I
Yeah.
have a 13-year-old nephew and a 17-year-old niece, and
Oh,
every
yeah.
time they come visit me, I love them, would kill for them. Like anything they want, need, Aunt Alli. But I can't. They're assholes.
Oh, have fun.
Congrats, fam.
Yeah,
We're
have
so
fun
happy
at
for you.
jiu-jitsu. That's
Yeah.
super cool. All the love. All the
Mhm.
love. Shit,
Thanks, buddy.
Allison,
Oh,
you're great.
God.
She is great. What else, dude? I was gonna bring up like what was that weird documentary we watched on that crazy lady who like sent her husband away to Florida and
The one that had all the
Oh,
kids,
Frank.
the YouTuber.
Frankie.
yeah,
Girl.
Yeah. dude. So I don't know.
Brainwashing is for real.
You can't do kids content. Maybe not. Maybe don't do baby
It
content.
really. So I watched that.
No, she can't family
and,
vlog.
Yeah, that's it.
I've actually had clients. So I've had clients, or I've had people want to hire us to run platforms for their kids, and I say no every time.
Oof.
And it's a hard conversation to have, but especially when people are like, "Oh, it's a parent-run page," and blah 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 blah. Everything I'm about to say is my own personal opinion, and no hate to anybody that does it. Like, it's your kid, it's your life. However, I have seen what people do with kid content, and it's not cute. No kid can consent to being used for content if they're under the age. If they're under the age of 18, in my opinion, but we'll say 16 just to be. But if they're like 5, 6, 8, 10, they can't reasonably in their brain make the decision to be a part of a platform where mommy and daddy are recording them doing all of the things that kids do as they grow up, like a girl's first period,
Right.
for content,
Yep.
until they become an adult, and now their whole life is on the internet, and they had no real understanding of that. But then I was a part of this big movement on TikTok where this mother, she had the most beautiful little girl. She was like 4. And she was just posting videos of her little girl, but her little girl was doing very innocent things. It's sort of hard to explain. Like, she was riding a rocking horse, right?
Right.
Scooting the rocking horse across the thing. But people started to notice a pattern of the videos that the mom was posting. And it was always the daughter doing innocent things, but the movements themselves were very suggestive. Like, one time she
Like a
filmed
creep would think something
Right.
about
she
a
filmed her
rocking horse
daughter's
where the rest of us.
reaction
Yeah.
to eating a frozen banana.
Okay. Yeah.
So then you go and so everybody, like all the TikTok investigators were like, the amount of saves on the videos, thousands upon thousands upon thousands.
Blech.
These are not moms
Saving
these
these
videos.
Videos.
No.
Right.
Right. So then you then we're going in and we're looking at the people. You can see who saves and likes and all that stuff. And it's all, so it's like,
On
when you're-
TikTok.
yes.
Uh,
So when you're putting out content of your child, you have to remember, like, if even one pedophile
finds it.
would save a video of
Yeah.
my child, hell no. My children would go nowhere near the internet. I don't even put my niece and nephew on my own page. Like, I don't put them. They're never in my stories. Nothing. So I'm a big advocate for children do not belong in the public content space.
There was that weird lady too, babe. I don't know if you remember her name. I'm terrible with these, but there was a documentary that just came out where the woman would family vlog with her husband. They had a bunch of kids, and then she went to like China or Thailand or something and adopted a baby and had the baby, but the baby ended up having autism and had behaviors and whatever. And she vlogged with this kid for like a year, and then all of a sudden the kid was gone.
Yeah.
And everybody on YouTube was like, where the hell is the kid? There's like a little boy. And they're like, where'd he go? And she just gave him away because she couldn't deal with the autism.
Yeah.
But she like faked, like, she just, all of a sudden he was in every single video the entire time she had him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he wasn't in a video ever again.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, there's a difference between, like, we were joking about Grant and Rolo using, like, there's a difference between using your kids in your content. You know what I mean? Like, you guys doing a workout video together or something like that.
Right.
Oh,
And
like
then
the
having
100-day challenge that
right,
I did.
and then having a dedicated page to only your child and you filming them like throughout their life doing. And that's where that mom, that's where she got so crazy, is like the kids wanted to be kids and they wanted to be left alone. And she was insisting on filming like all of these big moments in their lives.
And she made them like fake them anyway.
Right.
It was
And
like,
she made, and then she like made them like redo it over again, but with
yeah.
more laughter. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's the kind of content I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's a lot of those kind of like mommy vloggers, and then all of a sudden their kids are like chained in a closet in the whatever, and it's like, for YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, stop using your kids for money.
That's insane.
It's the same way when you watch parents try to live
vicariously
a dream
through their child.
kid, like pressuring these kids to start doing competitive sports when they're fucking 5, or pushing these kids to get them out of wherever they're in and whatever situation wherever they're living and stuff like that. Like,
there was
stop
that
using
weird
your kids to try to.
I stopped watching that Netflix.
Get out.
There was a Netflix series. Kenneth will probably know the name of it, but it was about like youth football in Texas.
Yeah.
And I used to watch it all the time because I was like, this is crazy. And you'd watch these crazy parents and like their kids would be training all freaking day for football and in the heat, out of the heat, blah, blah.
In the rain,
and I was watching
in the cold,
and my brain's like, well, I come from AAU. Like I played that kind of stuff, like, but not like that. And then I kind of started to realize, I'm like, oh, you're not only doing this because you want your kid to go pro at some point, but also now Netflix is giving you money. Now, like boosters are giving whatever town it is for that AAU team, they're giving them money for the parents to have money for these poor like 9-year-old kids playing tackle freaking football and bashing each other's head in.
I mean, parents using their kids for all different kinds of reasons is not a new thing. It's just now you can record it.
Oh, yeah, the
that's
original.
true.
Like
Johnny
there's
Cake
just
Plus 8.
there's just shitty people in the world that shouldn't have kids, and unfortunately, like you can't regulate that.
Yeah.
Crazy. Hey, did you get your we've been trying to get our CrossFit Games tickets, and Ticketmaster said F you.
I am actually not going to be going to the games.
You're not coming?
Oh, girl.
Yeah, listen. So I'm going to the syndicate thing though. Are y'all going to that
No.
in June?
Damn.
Okay, so a couple different things. I had a hard time finding people that could go with me, and I don't like traveling alone.
Gotcha. Fair.
But it was just going to be so expensive. It was just going to be so expensive because I had to pay for everything myself. Because normally when you go with people, you sort of split things.
Yeah.
So it's just like everything. And I sort of like looked inwardly, and like my husband and I haven't been on vacation in like a year. And we hadn't planned anything out yet. And I ended up spending like $5,000 when I went to Maryland for a week a few months ago. So it's like, you know,
it is expensive.
Yeah, it just didn't
absolutely
seem fair for me to do this, and like we hadn't even been anywhere. So I sort of decided not to go, and then we booked a cruise instead.
There you go. That's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, I wanted to go, but I'm really hoping like maybe next year it'll be a little. I know it's like super close to y'all.
Yeah, for us, it's our one shot at it. Like, if it was, like it was in Texas or whatever.
Yeah, plane tickets and everything. Like we're driving. Yeah, it's a 6-hour, not even a 6-hour drive for us to get up there. Like it doesn't.
It's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the most money probably on these tickets. Like even our hotels wasn't that expensive. We're gonna spend the most money on these tickets and probably food and whatever merch we buy there. Like that's gonna be the most expensive part.
When I priced it out, it was going to be close to $4,000 to $5,000 for just me. Between the car, the plane ticket, food, all that stuff, and it was just like,
it's gonna be it's gonna be about $3,000 for us, almost $3,000, but it's for all of us though.
And I'm also like I'm a little hesitant because I don't know, I just don't know the vibe, and it came down to because my very first CrossFit Games I've ever been to was last year. And that was a hell of a banger.
First year
yeah. So it's like I sort of want to wait, on the next one that I go to before I drop another, and kind of see how things are like evolved from last year.
That was your first year. I didn't realize that was your first year going.
That was I made this like really long because people kept asking me like, I can't believe you're doing the open. I thought you were like against da 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 da. So I made like this really long post that I was going to post about the open. And then I ended up just like, why? Why? But one of the things I mentioned in there was like, I've always loved CrossFit for years and years and years. Never knew anything about the athletes, CrossFit Games, never watched. Like there's a whole huge percentage of CrossFitters that just like to CrossFit and they don't pay attention to anything else going on.
Yes.
And so one of the coaches at my gym was like, I can't believe you don't, you got to get to know. So the CrossFit Games was like my first attempt at really trying to get to know the athletes like that I'd been studying.
Yeah.
And then all that happened and I was like, I don't know that I can do this again because now it's like, what if I pay all this money and I go to New York and they're just the vibes, or you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I just
I
got
get
kind
it.
of in my head about it. So
It's going to be interesting. I mean, we are just going purely because we're
yeah,
fans
no,
of it.
I would
We've
go if it was
never,
closer.
yeah, we've never gotten to go. It's like our one shot, because then after this, who knows where they move it to? You know what I mean? Like it could be like in Europe or something at some point. So, and I'm definitely not flying over to Europe. So, like,
I want to go so bad. I feel like we need to have like a list of people that will let us stay with them. There's got to be some people that are like, we would love to have a kooky, you know, Eminem, like Eminem's cousin Skittle over to hang out with us and cook us eggs. But yeah, no.
Well, it is our one chance to meet Sev too. Meet Sevon. It is Garrett's one chance to meet Sevon because
You haven't met yet?
No.
No. Also, I want to meet. Everybody's going up. Like, it's very possible. Well, I know Judy's not going, but it's very possible. Like, I get to meet, like, you know, all the Sevenistas and
Yeah.
you know, Meme for Time if he's there, or Grant if he's there.
I think
like,
he's going.
But I know there's so many people that I haven't actually that I talk to all the time that I haven't actually met yet, and I would love to like.
Mostly Seb though. Don't let her.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of
Don't
the
let her
memers
fool ya.
like are going. A lot of the people I know aren't going for the same reason. It's just the cost is so much.
It is. It's a lot. It is a lot.
It's a lot.
So and now it's like there's all this speculation about ticket prices because when I bought tickets last year, like they sold out in like 30 minutes, like an hour. They were gone.
Yeah.
And I
They're
think
still
that,
there.
They're
Last
still-
time I
yeah.
checked. So
like they're still hanging out.
I don't understand. Albany was there literally nothing else. It was. I don't understand it either. I mean, I'm always gonna like pump upstate, or you know, just because I was born in Utica, but like, I don't know either. Don't ask me. Probably because there's no open water anywhere.
yeah, there's still a
around.
lot of tickets. So
So
can you
Yeah.
see all the blue?
I think I think it's going to end up being pretty
All the blue.
intense. Now, if some brand or someone calls me up and says, "Hey, Alli, we're going to pay for you to come to the games and you can do a social media takeover and wear our clothes," I'll be there.
I know. I wish Kenneth would come back. I got to see Kenneth at Crash. Jody Lynn, yeah, I know. I hope you come up for a little while. Jet's going up for a little while.
I think Jet and Wifey Jet are going
Yeah.
for 2 days. I think.
Yeah, they're going for Friday, Saturday, I think.
Yeah, like we're going up Thursday, staying full day Friday and Saturday. Maybe go catch a couple like an event in the morning if it's super early. Then we're coming home on Sunday. Like we're not staying.
We can't.
for all
I gotta
3
be.
days.
I gotta be to work on Monday, girl. I got bills to pay. Apparently, CrossFit like games bills.
Yeah.
like so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was it. I was really hoping you were gonna go. Crap. Now I'm just gonna have to.
I
You
know.
can take over our social media and wear our clothes, but I ain't paying shit.
First of all,
she does wear your
I be wearing
clothes.
your shit all the time. Okay, there is
Yep.
nobody out there other than maybe Born Primitive, but they be hooking us sister up. That I pimp out harder than your shit, and I genuinely love it. So you just need to brown down, and also send me that orange beanie that I like in black, and then maybe I'll think about it.
Yes, Kenneth, that's correct. I do. I have to recover from my vacations and.
Oh,
my-
absolutely! You have to have a day in between.
Yeah, like there's. I need at least that afternoon to just sit in my chair and relax. The real Matthew, are you
We
going?
are not.
Allie's going.
Allie's going, but we are not going. I tried to get her to go to Syndicate. She said no.
Why not? Just do it.
Girl, I don't.
Because
you
we're
don't-
spending a bunch of money to go to fucking Albany.
Yeah, you just said.
Listen, don't be selfish. Just go. It's Tennessee. How expensive could it possibly be? It's Tennessee.
I said the same thing. Oh no, I can't yell at you
Like
about
its
that. Never
general
mind.
ticket is like $100 for the whole weekend.
I was
All you
just
gotta
about.
do is-
I was
I
about
have
to
to
yell.
get Garrett back on a plane.
I was
just
about
got
to yell
on
at
a
her about
plane.
Crash, and then I was like, "Oh no, there was a total natural disaster that happened during Crash. There was no way that you could have went." But
The Lord said no.
Yeah.
the Lord said no. That is.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I got her. I had to.
Oh, Matthew, real Matthew, are you doing Kill Taylor? You're a past champ, man. Are you gonna
He
be in one
should.
of the lanes?
He should.
Vindicate, you'll be there? Okay, good. I'll be by.
Yeah, there you go.
to buy another shirt.
Yep.
Oh, yay!
Awesome.
Oh my god, dude.
See, now you gotta go.
That's fire.
She
No,
ain't going.
I'm
We're
just
not
gonna have
going.
him on the show afterwards because
Yeah.
he's amazing. And yeah.
Yeah,
He-
Kenneth, we're going to the games.
He beat Taylor at a GHD workout, so that makes it even
He did.
he's even cooler now for
Yeah.
that.
Well,
so.
it's only like 4.5 hours from me. So again,
Oh, okay.
same thing with you guys with the
Yeah,
games.
same.
is
Yep.
I just have to drive, and I
And
already
then
got girls
yeah.
going. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
No,
All right.
that's a
well,
plane ride for us.
We're just
We
chilling.
probably could drive. How far? Where is it?
Nope.
Into-
Don't even
not-
look it up.
it's
Busy
road
season,
trip.
people.
road trip.
Yo, the deli is pumping right now. I can't.
I can't.
I can only. What? Because I said pumping.
The deli is pumping right now.
Pumping right now. Can't get out. I'm lucky I'm getting out for what?
Where in
Say
Tennessee
it.
is it?
You're doing the thing.
I don't know, but I also can we talk about one more thing before
Yeah.
I get off?
Oh,
Is
you don't have to
how-
go.
How
What?
many? Oh, I thought you were trying to wrap up.
No.
Um,
Oh no, it's like to
do I look like
mayhem?
Michael Jackson?
Oh.
No. Your
The
nose.
sheer volume of people that comment on my videos about my damn nose is like somebody come get Michael Jackson. Oh, I thought Michael Jackson was deceased. Oh, why would you spend all that money to look?
Damn.
No, they literally will be coming for me about Michael
Have you
Jackson.
have you ever done your nose, or is it like your
No.
okay?
You
well,
think I would pay for this shit? You think I rolled up in with my bands in hand and said, "Give me Miss Piggy right now"? No, this is my God-given nose.
No.
Every woman in my family has this motherfucker. All right, and I don't want to get a nose job because when you change your nose, you change your whole
It's
family.
yeah,
history.
everything.
Everything.
You know, you just like the chick from Dirty Dancing. The second she got a nose job,
Yeah.
nobody booked her. She was
I
in no more
know.
movies.
I know.
No, I don't think that at all.
I always wanted to get a nose job when I was younger.
No, that's a
Because
great.
my big
Oh,
my big old nose, but I'm terrified. I watched all those shows like Botched.
yes.
Oh,
I'm
damn
like,
it.
nope. The only way I'm getting surgery is if, knock on wood, if I ever get in an accident. Other than that,
Yeah.
ain't no one doing shit for nothing.
No, I
Well,
don't
it's just
think
like
that
you can
at all.
just like you know, look at like you can see straight into my brain. So I like get really when I'm doing videos and stuff, like I get really paranoid about how because I got the forehead, right? We got this job. Bless. So you know how the iPhone's like the way you angle the camera is
Yeah.
gonna make something look big. So I bring it up here so you can't see up into the good graces of my soul. But then it expands the forehead. So I look like a bobblehead. And it's just like I'm out here.
No,
I'm
wait,
out
if
here
you- if
almost
you angle
40
it
years
down-
old.
What does your nose look like from if you from
Angle it from the top.
top?
Yeah, but if you do it like that, then it's like it gets
Your whole
it gets the and you look like a bobblehead.
Okay,
And
I get
so-
it. I understand what's
And
happening.
I'm like almost 40 damn years old. I can't be doing this shit no more. Like I can't be making a video and
So like this. Okay,
be
so
called Michael
these-
Jackson
these,
anymore.
These are on TikTok or on Instagram. I don't think I've
Everywhere.
ever. Oh my
Everywhere.
god.
It was worse when I was when I used to wear my hair pulled back really tight. I think I have a video.
So like this
See,
freeze
y'all ain't gotta
frame.
be even be pulling that up like that.
But no, this is who's
Copyright.
But
she's
but
gonna,
you
she's
see,
gonna write to
you
YouTube.
see, like in the right angles, like
But who's
first of all,
Allie, who's looking at that? Your boobs in this picture are amazing. Like who's looking at your nose?
First of all, Michael Jackson spent a lot of money to look like me. So can we talk about that person?
Oh, Michael Jackson wanted to look like a white woman. That was it.
Michael Jackson spent thousands to look like me.
That's fair.
All right, so
That's
if
yeah, fuck that.
anything-
Yep, you right. That's fair.
Ugh.
That is so yeah, then that's just what you have to write back in the comments. No, he wanted to look like me.
I literally like Googled. It was this big video that went viral forever ago. It was when I worked at Anytime Fitness, and a mom came in and she wanted to get personal training for her daughter because her daughter was fat. She said that, and her daughter was standing right there.
Ouch.
And I was like, all right, so we're gonna go talk over here now. And I was like, you can't say that in front of your daughter. That's a horrible fucking thing to say.
That is
And
a
her daughter
horrible
her daughter wasn't. She was like a little like had that like normal preteen
team
little
pudge.
Pudge.
Yeah.
But she's like, I've been dropping her off after school, having them run her ragged and so anyways, I'd have a whole conversation with the mother about how fucked up that was. But I made a video about it. And my hair was like blonde and pulled back really strict. And there was this one like angle where it was like this. And I was like, and I Googled like Michael Jackson with a ponytail. And sure as fucking hell, the first photo that pops up looks like my doppelganger. No. And I do a side by side and I post it on Facebook and I'm like, is this true? Have I been walking around this whole time looking like motherfucking Michael Jackson? And everybody chose that opportunity to quote his song lyrics like, don't worry, Alli, just beat it. Or some bullshit like that.
You bad.
Yeah.
Baddie.
Just,
Oh,
and I just got to carry this burden around now. But no, the reason why I bring it up is the rotisserie chicken video. There was like a couple people on the comments like, "Oh, MJ's back," or "Oh, I didn't know that." And I'm just like, listen, all right, I can't do nothing.
No.
See, you know you're wrong for that. You picked that one because you knew. Look at that contoured, majestic nose. That is rock royalty right there. I don't even want to like. See, you wrong for that. No, go the other. Do Michael Jackson. Do that one right there. I'm telling you, that's me. That's
I cannot
right
see where you're pointing. Which one are you pointing?
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Where do you want to go?
Listen, see? Look at that. Look at that shit. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's like the greatest music video of all time, though. That's
Listen.
like that is the greatest music video that has ever been made.
That's like like someone saying you look like Willem Dafoe. Okay, Willem Dafoe. Like it's not a like as a man, I think he's fine as hell. But as a woman, you don't want to hear that you look like Willem Dafoe. There's boundaries. That's like when somebody's like, "Oh my God, you look just like so and so. You look just like," and they bring up the picture of the person and they're butt fucking ugly, and you're like, "This is what you think I look like?"
Tough,
like,
that's
wow,
tough.
that's tough.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I had to
shit.
get that out. My therapist doesn't understand.
I just can't believe you're getting that on.
Listen, I was just
Yeah.
as shocked as you were the first time it happened. Somebody commented on a video and it was like, is this Michael Jackson? He's like, girl, you look like Michael Jackson. And I was like, are you high right now? Are you drinking? What are you doing? But then people kept like coming every once in a while. And I'm like, wait, do I look like Michael Jackson?
Can you pull your hair down in front of your face?
And I had like a whole existential crisis. And I was like, shit.
Stop. Don't do this right now.
This is my bad.
Wait.
Listen, I may or may not have trauma cut my bangs. Like, and then I tried to grow them out. So now I look like like a British man. Listen, I'm gonna have packs of suitors.
Yeah, you are. Nah, you don't need packs of suitors. You have an amazing, brilliant husband. But like, damn, they're wrong for that. They're wrong for doing that.
Thank you. I just needed somebody to say that to me.
No, they're wrong. That you completely don't at all, even remotely resemble Michael Jackson.
Really, really, buddy?
Which he?
Oh my fucking God.
I don't believe it. I don't think so.
That's me.
At all.
All I do is love you.
I say solid friends right there, right?
Oh yeah, Travis is the best. Thank you, dude, so much for everything. Really appreciate it, bro. I don't know if Heat One. I think Heat One's doing are they? Travis, do you know? Somebody knows. Kenneth knows.
What are you talking about right now?
The Heat One app for Tyler. I wanted to throw that out there because he's been having. Yeah, that one. I think he's doing all of the like you can bet on stuff or something. I think he's doing that. I thought I saw it. And then
Open.
was it just the Open? I thought it was semifinals too.
It might be semis. You might be right.
But yeah. Otherwise, gonna go hang out with my kid. I gotta get up early again tomorrow. Are you working all day again tomorrow?
Me?
Oh my God, I thought something was on your screen, but there's something in your mouth.
It's the bobby pin that was holding back my trauma
Okay.
bangs.
Would
like
it be
that girl
rude?
from- Listen,
Bernie, what's up? Would it be rude to ask Allison to sing a few bars from Billie Jean?
Billie Jean is not my lover. All right? Listen.
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
over this before. You're not a lesbian, right? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows at this point. You know, I'm married to a man, so I try not to explore other sexualities because it's just gonna fuck shit up.
no, Lord. All right. Yeah, I got another early morning tomorrow. I'm opening the store, so I'm out of here. I got to be in there by 4:30. So.
Well, thank you for letting me bare my soul on that one thing. I might be able to sleep.
No,
tonight
you
now.
got anything else you need to get off your chest before your next therapy visit? You
No,
good?
not yet. I'm going to tell you one funny story and then we'll go.
Yeah.
So, grandfather passed. Sad,
Oh,
sad,
that's not
sad.
funny. Yeah.
But it's really funny.
Okay.
All right. Listen, this is going to be funny. So, lived a long life, was surrounded by loved ones when he passed, painless, excellent man, right? We're all on the same page. So, my cousin, I don't really know, like, is certified medically somehow. She was in the army, that she can pronounce people dead, right? So, my grandfather's in hospice. Families, everyone's around, everyone's like, blah, blah, blah. He passes. She pronounces him dead. She's like, this guy ain't breathing. He's out. You know, and then it's like sad, 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 you know, like everybody's leaning against the walls and people are going out the hallway. And my mom is like, she lays on his bed and she's like weeping and it's sad, sad, sad. Well, all of a sudden,
Please.
he sits up.
Oh, shit. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. God.
And so my cousin starts screaming and she's like, but no, he was dead. He was dead. I felt it. And a thing, he was dead. I was wrong. Oh my God, everybody, I was wrong. And like people are like coming in out from the hallway and she's freaking out. They're screaming and da 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 da. My mom's big ass head hit his bed remote and it made him sit up.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
How do you even live life after that? We call her the Great Resurrector now. So my cousin literally had to just be like, no, he's dead. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
I've been dying to tell.
What
somebody that
did your
story.
mom say about that? Was she like, oops,
What
sorry,
are you
I
gonna
hit
say? Sorry, I have a big ass forehead like my daughter. I don't know. Like, what are you gonna?
Fucking traumatized.
Was she like, oops, it was just me. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. That's on me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, that's amazing.
There you go. There's a happy
Shoot.
little dark humor tale for you.
Well, as always, we've talked about absolutely everything today. We've done queef jokes and
Yeah.
a whole bunch of stories that happened tonight. So, you know, pop goes the weasel.
No, there's no going back.
Oh
Nope.
God.
No, she will live with that for the rest of her
That
life.
is that is the last memory of my
Yep.
grandfather.
That's a great memory though
I
to
think
have.
so.
Like
I
that's
think
an
so.
yeah,
I mean, it's
for
funny
sure.
now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's
In the
really
moment.
fun to tell because then you find out how super cool someone is or not. You know,
Oh, that's
depending on
hilarious.
their
Hilarious.
reaction. Yeah.
No,
But I
that's
would have
hilarious.
ran around screaming if I saw it. Like if I was there and
What
saw
the
that, I would have ran around
Yeah.
screaming
Yeah.
bloody murder.
For
But
sure.
Mm-mm.
amazing.
Yep.
Oh God, resurrection story. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queefs fascinate me. Yeah, they fascinate us too. We're still trying to figure out what makes the shit happen. I still don't know.
You know, I'll have to do a video in your honor, Colleen. I might
Of the
script a little something for you.
Sounds good.
for kipping handstand push-ups.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna work on something. I'm gonna do that Saturday.
There you go.
I'll do
That'd
that
be
for you.
amazing.
I'll tag you. So that
Oh my God. You don't
there's
have
no
to tag me,
there's
but
no issue on the
No.
No. That-
She's
not
like,
at all.
no, don't tag me on the
Yeah,
video,
yeah.
please. Inspo by Colleen.
Mhm. It's all right. I gotta laugh at my life, right?
I would share it.
We gotta
I
find,
would share it.
we
I'd
gotta
absolutely
find the
share it.
moments to laugh at in our lives.
Oh
So
God, that's funny.
yeah.
All
right,
right, guys.
guys.
Thank you so much.
See ya.
We'll be,
All right,
we'll be back.
bye.
Deuces. Yeah.